In their experience up here with the last quarter century, if you're hewing and your heart's thinking about somebody, a loved one or somebody you know, even a neighbor, anybody, somebody at work that could use a little boost, how often, I'll do it in a different way because it's too hard to explain, but how often does the divine respond and help them out a little bit? Not too often or real often? A lot. So if you're doing a hew and you're very open and you're thinking about other souls with love, let's be loving your neighbor, it's normally our experience is they get a little help. We may never have proof of it. They may not call you and say, hey, thanks. But often you get enough feedback to realize they got some help. So, which would tell you that it's a form of a prayer. When you think about somebody with love, God loves that. God doesn't need our prayers. He can do what he needs to do, and he knows what the problem is before we even figure it out. But remember, the second commandment is love your neighbor. And how does he know you're thinking about somebody besides yourself? You pray for somebody else, which is basically what you did. Sometimes, my personal view is sometimes God will hold back a gift of prayer until somebody on the planet cares about that person enough to speak up for him in some form of prayer or wishing him well. He wants us to help each other out and take care of each other. And that was basically, he takes that as a prayer. When you're concerned for somebody, you're wishing them well, that's charity, that's detached love. And I believe God loves that. And sometimes I really feel I don't know for sure, but I believe he holds back something he wants to do until somebody on the planet's willing to slow down and speak up for their neighbor, which might be one of us or another child of God. So that was a form of a prayer in our experiences that's likely answered, whether we get any proof or not. We have a pretty good track record of that, right? And sometimes to help us with our confidence, we'll get some indication something happened, but not always.